Okay, guys, breaking news. The father of Jowizaza, Igbo billionaire Joseph Elafo, has been kidnapped in Ekolobia in his hometown in Anambra State. Okay, guys, Jowizaza's father, the founder of Jesco Oil and Lubricants, has been kidnapped. It was alleged that he went for his prayers in the mountain, that he normally goes to these prayers without his security. So he went to the mountain to do his routine prayers. He normally goes alone to the mountain to pray. But during the prayer, some gunmen saw him and recognized who he was and abducted him. The whole of Ekulobia had been put in like total disarray since this kidnapping. Their festival, who was supposed to happen, has been postponed due to their illustrious son being kidnapped. The whole of Anambra State has been put in massive red alert for him. The kidnappers have not called yet or also requested for ransom or anything. So Jowizaza and the whole family has been put in total disarray concerning the state of emergency has been declared in the Colombia until he is found. This is really disheartening. Guys, tell us what you think about it.
Ofonye na Anambra State, Ofonye na Ekulobia, just one in town. #1 citizen of Anambra State, Jesco in the building. Look at Jesco. Almost his squad. Watching the level 1 of Ekulobia. Oh my God. Jesco Oil and Gas. Oh my gosh. #1 citizen. You are the #1 citizen of Ekulobia, Anambra State. Oh my God, see squad now. Almost see cars. Oh gosh. Look at him. Oh my God. This is live at Ekulobia today. Live at Ekulobia, Jesco and Jowizaza, almost see squad, see cars. #1 citizen, you are the number one. Adiamaka, Anambra nwele.
Who could have kidnapped Jowizaza's father in Ifitoka, Anambra State? Who could have kidnapped Sir Joseph Eze Okafor, a billionaire, the father of celebrity humble billionaire Jowizaza in Ifitoka, where he went to pray in Anambra State? Who could have done that? Is it the headsmen? Is it the T group members? Is it the bandits? Or is this in-house people that know him, his family members, the people from that same village in Ifitoka or in Ekulobia or in Anambra State? Who could have done this to this man, to Nigeria, to the people of Anambra State, to his family? It was reported that Sir Joseph Eze Okafor, who is the father of Jowizaza, went to the mountain to pray in Ifitoka with his security men, right? This is like a routine, a ritual for him. He does this every now and then, so everybody knows. This man is getting older. He's seeking the face of God, committing himself into the hands of God. According to what I've seen online, my little research is about 74 years old. So he took his security outfit, which were attached to him by the government, as per someone that contributed so much to the growth of his nation, to the growth of his community. So when he took his security men to Ifitoka to go and pray, getting to a particular spot, he left his security men there, went into the mountain, into the bush alone to seek the face of God, which is like a normal thing for him. Everybody knows it's his ritual. Unknown to the security men and unknown to Sir Joseph Eze Okafor, some unknown gunmen already stationed themselves inside that bush waiting for him. They took advantage of his vulnerability. They took advantage of his loneliness. As soon as he got in there to pray, they whisked him away, took him to an unknown location. He never returned. Person that went up to pray never returned back to insecurity. That was when they raised the alarm that he was nabbed. Now, the federal law enforcement agents, security men in Anambra State are all over the place searching for him in Ifitoka, where this thing happened. His village, his community in Ekulobia, they don't even know what to do with themselves now. Everybody's just running kitty kata kata. Occasions and some other things they're planning to do with this man, they have to put everything on hold. They don't even know what to do. My question is, who could have done this? Because we also had a similar story in Ebonyi State a couple of months ago, where a traditional ruler was nabbed in Ebonyi State by people from Ebonyi State. And unfortunately, the man died in their custody because the man was not a young man, because of one or two related ill health or the other. This same Sir Joseph Eze Okafor, may that same thing not happen to this man, because this man is not young. This man has contributed so much to the business world in Anambra State. He's giving so much to the people of Ifitoka, the people of Ekulobia, the people of Anambra State, Southeast Nigeria. Who could have done this to this man? This is my question. When you look at Jowizaza, you see the qualities and attributes of his good father's good spirit, his good father's good heart in Jowizaza. You will see so much about Jowizaza's father in Jowizaza, a very humble man that has brought a lot of youth into the business world, that have paved way for a lot of youth, a philanthropist that gives so much to the community, so much to the needy, without looking back. Exactly what Jowizaza does. The father does it times 10. Who could have done this to this man? Okay, no yo, but okay, no man no nimu yo. Sometimes, yeah, you see, the rats that bite your hand is not even from the outside. It's usually the in-house rat. And they are the worst people to deal with, the household enemies. I'm not saying it is what it is, but I'm just asking, out of curiosity, who could it be? The Nigerian government is carrying out their investigation, but I fear, may what happened in Ebonyi State not happen to this man. May it not happen. May it not happen. May they not go and drag this man up and down, left, right, and center. This man will go and die in their hands. They will just go and dump him somewhere. Exactly what they did in Ebonyi State. Come home and build home. The people back home are not even safe. Nobody is safe. Nigeria is not safe for anybody. The whole country is not safe at all. Is this person today, it could be that person tomorrow. This is one of the reasons why all these billionaires, they don't go to their villages to take any unnecessary risk or chances. Every one of them, even the ones from the north, the one from the south, east and west, every one of them, they're either in Abuja or they're in Lagos. Whenever they go to the village, they go with the highest amount of security. And you won't see them playing hanky-panky. You won't see them doing hide and seek. You won't see them giving themselves to their community as they used to do anymore. Everybody's guarded because the whole country is not safe. I hope they just bring him alive. I'm hoping for the best.
Oh, boy, okay.